Yo, what's up guys? Scorps Class here, welcome back to another video. I got another great story time for you guys. This story actually happened about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So it wasn't too far back. I didn't tell the story yet just because I kind of forgotten about it and I didn't think it was really, like funny or interesting to really tell. But I was like, you know what? Let's go for it. So I'm telling it now. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get into it. So around this time, it was 2-3 weeks ago, like I just said, I was in school and I was in, my third or fourth period, and I remember it had to have been one of those periods. It might have been my third period. And I was in third period and I was like, I'm so bored. I just don't want to be in this damn classroom right now. So remember I got up and I asked the teacher, like, yo, can I use the bathroom? And she's like, yeah, go ahead, grab the pass. And I grabbed the bathroom pass and I walk out the door. And I'm like making my way down to the bathroom. And there's two bathrooms upstairs. There's there's like, our hallways are numbered with letters, right? So it's like A hall through like A through E is downstairs, and you got F through J, which is upstairs, which is stupid because J hall should actually be the letter I instead of J. Because, it's like I comes after G, but I don't know, man. I don't know. So there's a bathroom right next to J Hall, and there's another bathroom all the way down by F Hall. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna, kind of like, I don't know, take a tour of the damn school. Like, I didn't even gonna have to use the bathroom. So I walk straight into the J Hall restroom, and I walk in, and I'm kind of just standing there. I'm like, this is boring as hell. So I do my business, and I kind of walk out, and like as I'm walking out of the bathroom, I see one of my friends walk out, and I'm like, oh, like it's my buddy right there. So we're gonna go ahead and call him Jack, and I'm like, yo, what's good, Jack? I tap Jack, and we're kind of chatting, and he's like, what are you doing? I was like, well, I don't want to be in history. I'd rather just walk around. He's like, yeah, man, like I feel you, bro. And so we decide to kind of walk the building, and I'm like, I was just in J Hall. You down to walk just to F Hall bathroom? So he was like, yeah, I'm down. So kind of what we were going to do was just walk in the inside of every single bathroom just for fun, just to waste time. So we walk down to the F Hall bathroom, and we get there, and immediately, right as I get near the F Hall, I smell weed. And it's a real strong smell, like someone like lit it, like they using the plant instead of the pen. And I can smell it. And I'm like, dude, that's a strong smell. And he's like, I know, man, like we should just go back to we should just go to a different bathroom. It's like, nah, man, like I want to know like what the heck they're doing, like because I'm curious now. And he's like, all right, let's just go to the F Hall bathroom, see what's up. And I was like, for sure. So we get to the F Hall bathroom, and the weed smell is like through the roof, like it smells like infested. I'm surprised like there hasn't been a teacher or a security guard to come to the bathroom and like tell the students to get out and stop smoking or take away like their drugs. And I'm surprised that hadn't happened yet. There's like an actual teacher's classroom right next to the bathroom, and I'm surprised they didn't start smelling it right away. So we walk into the bathroom, and there's three guys in there, and one of them has their backpack on. The other one has their backpack down on the floor like it's wide open, and the other one is holding a bong, an actual freaking bong, and he's holding it, and it's not a really tall one, it's like a really short one, like the size of like a Dasani water bottle, and it's like that tall, so it's not too big. And me and Jack walk in, and we're just like, what the hell? And the dude who's hitting the bong, he turns and he's like, yo, my bad, guys. And I'm just like, what the hell? I told him, I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, I had a craving, man. I was like, try to smoke some weed real quick. And I was like, what? No, you're in school, dude. It's the morning still. It's third period. It's 11 o'clock. Like, we don't have time for this. And it's like, nah, man, like, I'm good. You want some? I was like, no, I don't want any because I don't smoke. I don't do that. And I was like, I put that away if I were you. The hallways are infested. And he's like, nah, man, like, we'll be quick. And he takes his lighter out again, and he hands the bong and his lighter to the guy who's wearing the backpack. And he's lighting it, and he's smoking, and I'm like me and Jack, and we're like, no, we gotta get the hell out of here. So we turn to like walk to the sinks, and in that bathroom, it's like two different sides. So there's the entrance, like the doorway that walks in, and like immediately when you walk to that door, it's the sinks. Like there's like the bathroom sinks right on like your left side. You walk in the sinks, and there's another doorway that leads straight into like the urinals and the stalls. So we walk right into the sink area, and right as we walk in there, boom, a security guard walks in, and he's like, yo, and he looks at me and Jack, he's like, you guys were smoking here, weren't you? And immediately we're like, nah, man, like, we just came in here, we were walking around, we saw these foos, and I pointed my thumb, like, toward the door, and the dude who was, like, first hitting it, and he offered it to me, he peeked his head around the corner, and he's like, nah. And I hear him grab the bong, and he books it out the door. And the security guard turns, and he sees the dude running, and then his two homies, like, push me and Jack out of the way, and they're running with him. And this dude's running, and he's holding the bong, and they're running down the hallway, and the security guard's he's like, oh, hell no, and he's chasing them down the hall, and me and Jack are like, no freaking way. So we run out of the bathroom, and we're watching this happen, and the security guard's like a big dude, you know, so like he couldn't get very far. And the dude who was like smoking it, I saw him, like, I remember seeing him on the football team or something, and he had like real strong legs, so he was getting really far, but his two homies weren't getting that far, and the security guard caught those two, and this dude is going, he's not stopping, and he runs all the way down to J Hall, and he takes a right, and he runs down the stairs, and that's when I see the security guard, he's holding the two boys, like his homies, and he turns, and he grabs his walkie-talkie, like, from his belt, and he's like, yo, some kids running with a bong down by E Hall, get him now. And all the security in the damn freaking building, like, I can hear on the walkie-talkie, they were like, right away, and like right underneath us, I can hear like keys jingling, I can hear footsteps. I'm like, no way they're catching this dude. And so me and Jack were like, we gotta see this. So we run down the stairs that are right next to F Hall, and we run down, and we kind of were peeking. And this dude, the guy who was with the bong, he's got his backpack turned, and it's like on his stomach, and I see him stuffing the bong inside, and he's running really fast, and he's stuffing it in there, and the security's still chasing this dude, and he runs all the way past the cafeteria to the FA hall. FA is the fine arts hallway, where like the art classes and yearbook classes and, you know, the band classes are. And this dude like runs all the way over there, and he takes a real quick right, and that was like the last time I seen that dude. Like, he was gone, like it was like a prison break. He was not stopping. Like, this dude was fast. And that's kind of like all I heard. I mean, Jack, we walked back upstairs, and the security, he's walking down the stairs as we're walking up the stairs, and he's like, you two better not been smoking. And me and Jack were like, nah, man, we didn't do that. And he's like, all right, get back to class. So we walk upstairs, and I dap up Jack. I'm like, yo, see you, man. And he's like, see ya. And he goes back to his class to go back to my class. And I'm like laughing as I'm walking back to class. And I'm like, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen. So I get back to class, I swing the door open, I give the pass back to the teacher, and I sit down. And I'm sitting there on my phone, you know, like I've already finished my work. That's why I was just so damn bored. Class ends. And I immediately open the door. And now the whole entire upstairs smells like weed. Like, it smells so bad. And I'm like, oh, the whole upstairs, dude. So I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I just pull up my hoodie, and I put my headphones in, and I'm listening to my music, and I'm kind of pulling my shirt over my nose to kind of like, you know, like stop the smell, like, from smelling. And I get to my full period class, and my math class is my fourth period, and I walk in, and he's pissed off. And I'm like, yo, sup, teach? And he's like, I'm pissed. And I was like, why? And he's like, because it smells like weed in the hallway. My classroom smells like weed. You know, these damn kids just don't know when to quit. And I was like, yeah, I know. I saw the kid. He ran off with the bong. And he's like, no way. And I was like, yeah, man. Like, he really did. And he's like, that's wild. And again, I was like, I don't know. This dude's fast. Like, I saw him running, and he had his backpack on his stomach, and he was stuffing it in his bag as he ran. And he's like, damn, that's crazy. So I sit down, and immediately I pulled my cologne out of my backpack, and I start spraying myself with it, because I know damn well I'm going to smell like weed because of the hallway. And I got like a couple sprays on my neck, on my wrists, my chest, and I stick it back in my bag, and that's kind of the end of it. You know, I went out the rest of my day, finished fourth period, went home. So that's the end of the story, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Remember, don't smoke in school. You know, matter of fact, just don't smoke at all. Like, it'll mess you up bad. Like, I don't recommend it. You know, like, if you're already a heavy smoker, I don't really know what to really do about that for you. Just, I don't know, give it your best to quit. If you can't, well, I don't know, you're 6 feet under, I guess. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.